So inhale, fill the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. Exhale, collarbones, ribs, and belly. Continue at your own speed, breathing deeply, feeling the ribs expand, the collarbones rise. Exhale, collarbones, ribs, belly. Three more breaths, putting yourself into a parasympathetic state. Allowing the breath to relax your body and calm your mind. Last one. And just coming back to your normal breath and keeping your eyes closed, just notice how you're sitting right now. Do you feel tension anywhere in your body? Are you leaning more to one side? Is your head tilted or cocked? Are you holding tension in your hands, your feet, your jaw, your brow? Just noticing, observing, not judging. Just noticing your patterns. And gently shrug your shoulders towards your ears and release and repeat. Notice if this movement feels jumpy or jerky or shaky. If it does, that's a sign of sensory motor amnesia. Last one. Notice if the movement is getting smoother. Looking over your left shoulder, noticing how far you can go. Noticing a spot on the wall where your rotation ends comfortably. Bringing the head back to neutral and looking over the right shoulder. And just noticing a spot on the wall where your head stops comfortably. Coming back to center. Gently tucking your chin in, noticing any tension that this creates, any tightness. Coming back to neutral and gently lifting the chin toward the ceiling, only going as far as is comfortable. Noticing the tightness on the front of the neck. Bringing your head back to neutral. Gently bringing one ear toward the shoulder. Coming back to neutral and to the other side. Just notice, we'll go back and forth 2 times. Just noticing the difference of this lateral flexion from side to side. And just reminding ourselves that comfort is our guide. We do not want to move into pain. Discomfort is okay. Pain is not. And last, flexion. And coming back to neutral. So we'll go into the arch and flattens in the seated position. So oftentimes people will either be hunched over in the red light reflex or they will be stuck up straight in the green light. So what we want to do is we want to find a neutral position. So hands on the knees, and we can tuck the chin and slowly roll the shoulders forward, tucking the chin in, feeling our posterior back lengthen As we come out of that, we'll inhale, gently pulling the shoulder blades towards each other, feeling a gentle contraction, tilting the head up, feeling the lengthening in the anterior body and the contraction in the posterior body. And we'll just go back and forth slowly at your own pace, going forward, coming back, exhaling as we roll forward, pulling that belly button toward the spine. Inhaling as we roll up. And it's just a gentle contraction on that back. And you'll start to feel your pelvis is going to move as well. Well, as you open up, the low back gently arches. And as you roll forward, the low back gently tilts. Now we can add the knees to this. So as we roll forward, we are able to squeeze the knees together. And as we inhale and come out of that into extension, the knees come apart. Exhaling, rolling forward, tucking the chin, feel the whole back lengthen. Inhale, opening the knees, lifting the chin, feeling the expansion in the chest. Exhale, rolling forward. And we'll do one more. And when you're done, coming back to a seated position. And just notice what you notice after doing those arch and flattens and adding the knees. Do you feel like your body is sitting more symmetrical in the chair? Are you still holding tension anywhere in your body? Just notice what you notice. Gently looking over one shoulder and then the other, noticing if your range of motion has increased just by releasing the front and back of the body. So the next thing we're going to do is release our sides. So we just released front and back. Now we're going to release the sides. So all we do is gently reach down to the floor like you're going to pick something off, and you can really feel one side lengthen and the side that you're leaning towards contract, gently coming back up. Let's do this 3 more times to the same side. So feeling that lengthening between the pelvis and the ribs, and feeling the contraction toward the side that you're leaning in towards. Last one. And then we'll try the other side. And notice the difference between this side and the other side. Is this side easier? Is it the same? Nope. For me, it's definitely harder reaching to my left because I'm right-handed, and that's the side I cave into when I'm on the computer mousing. Last one is coming back to neutral. We're going to bring our hands out to our sides, palms facing up. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the left palm down toward the floor, right palm up, and look toward that upturned palm. And then we're going to switch it. One palm down, one palm up, looking towards the upturned palm. If this is painful for you because you're experiencing any kind of shoulder issues, bring your arms down lower and still do the rotation, always looking toward the upturned palm. Just noticing how this feels. And you can start to make the movement a little bit bigger and start to add more trunk rotation into this. And we're just squeezing out the rotator cuffs. Again, this should not be painful. If it is, bring the arms closer to your body. Make the movement smaller and go even slower. If it's still painful, imagine or visualize yourself doing these exercises. You will still receive benefit. And one more time on each side, bringing the arms down and just shaking them out, shaking out the shoulders. Next one we're going to do is the shoulder clock. And what we do with this one is we imagine a clock. So we shrug the shoulder up to 12 o'clock and we can tap the trapezius muscle and then release 2 more times, squeezing up, not maximal capacity, just enough to feel that contraction, and then fully release and just let all the tension go out of that trapezius muscle. Last one, squeezing up to 12 o'clock and releasing. And now we'll go the opposite direction. We're going to depress to 6 o'clock and release. 2 more times, depress and release. Last one, and you should be feeling that right back in here on your latissimus dorsi. Last one, let everything go. And now we're going to roll the shoulder forward to 3 o'clock and release. 2 more times, you can tap on that big pec muscle, feel the contraction, and then the complete release. Last one, and release. And now we're going to reverse that, pulling the shoulder blade toward the spine to 9 o'clock and release. 2 more times, feeling the contraction between the shoulder blade and the spine. Completely release, noticing the opening of the front chest as the back contracts, and release. And now we'll put that all together. We're going to shrug up to 12, roll forward to 3, down to 6, back to 9, up to 12. One more time. 3, 6, 9, 12, and completely release. Just shake out that arm and that shoulder. If that movement is jumpy, jerky, shaky, then it's indication of sensory motor amnesia. And if you keep on practicing this, it will get smoother. So we're going to do the other side now. So we're going to shrug up to 12 and release, tapping on that trap to feel a gentle contraction. And then allowing that full relaxation. This is how the brain knows, or how it knows how to relearn what relax is. 2 more times, shrugging the shoulder up, completely relax. 1 more time, and release. We're going to roll the shoulder forward to 3, feeling the pec muscle contract. Relax. 2 more times. Rolling the shoulder forward, release, last one. We're going to depress to 6 o'clock and release. 2 more times, depress and release. Last one. Letting everything relax and then pulling the shoulder blade toward the spine to 9 o'clock and release. 2 more times, feeling the back contract and the front open and release. Last one. And release. And now we'll put it together. Shrug up to 12, back to 9, down to 6, forward to 3, up to 12, back to 9, down to 6, forward to 3, and shrug up to 12, and then slowly release. And just shake out the arm and let all of that go. Now we'll do some neck flexion. So what we're going to do is we're going to gently tuck the chin in and look with the eyes up. Then we're going to bring the nose toward the ceiling as the eyes look down. We're just going to go back and forth. As we tuck the chin in, we look up. And as we tuck the chin up, the eyes go down. So this is really allowing us to release tension in the front of the neck and the back of the neck. And one more time each way. Coming back to neutral and just retesting that. How does that feel now to just tuck the chin in? Did you get more length in the back of the neck? And looking up, is it easier and more fluid to look up? So the next one we'll do is the rotation. So we're going to look, we're going to swivel the chin toward the right shoulder and look toward the left with the eyes. Then we're going to swivel the neck toward the left and the eyes go right. And we'll just go back and forth with this movement. A little bit of brain gymnastics this morning. And if this is like very difficult for you to do, then chances are a lot of your neck tension is because the eyes have become so habituated to just following the direction of the neck. And coming back to neutral and just shaking the body out. Getting into a comfortable seat and just closing your eyes and bringing your awareness into your body and just notice what you notice now. Are you feeling areas of tension? Have those areas of tension changed since the beginning of the class? Are you holding tension in your feet, your hands, jaw, belly, brow? Just noticing, gently shrugging the shoulders up. Does this feel more fluid and easy now? Gently looking over one shoulder. Is your head going in a greater range of motion than it did? Has that spot changed? Checking the other side. Has your range increased on the other side? Is there less noise coming from your neck? And gently tilting the chin in. How is that feeling now? And gently looking up. Is that easier? And coming back to neutral.